Hi, this is Wayne Allen Root for RootForAmerica.com. This isn't your grandfather's Democratic Party. Something has changed, something dramatic, something dangerous, something diabolical. Can you even imagine if a white male Republican congressman made repeated racist remarks towards black Americans, and in response the GOP issued an apology that wasn't an apology, and a condemnation that was edited by the white racist congressman himself, and he turned the condemnation into a statement against black extremism? Really? Can you imagine the response from black leaders, from the NAACP, from the liberal media? That would be the end of the Republican Party. Well, imagine no more. It just happened. Except this scandal involves Muslim Democrat Congresswoman Ilhan Omar ranting hate speech against Jews. Omar was allowed to edit the Democrats' response and somehow turned it into a condemnation of Islamophobia and white extremism? How disgraceful. But this is about a much bigger problem than Ilhan Omar. This is about the entire Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is infected with a cancer called Jew hatred. The excuses, capitulation, and dead silence from leading Democrats is worse than Omar's comments. Where is Nevada's own Jewish American United States Senator Jackie Rosen? Nowhere to be found, quiet as a church mouse. Where are prominent Jewish Democrat leaders like Dianne Feinstein, Chuck Schumer, Bernie Sanders? Cat got their tongues? Their lack of response is shameful. Never forget, the Democratic leadership saw fit to put ignorant Jew hater Ilhan Omar on the Foreign Affairs Committee, which oversees U.S.-Israeli relations and foreign aid to Israel. Then they refused to remove her. Unimaginable. Never forget, the Democrat leadership left Omar's name out of the condemnation. Never forget, they allowed the offender Omar to edit the condemnation. Never forget, they allowed Omar and other Democrat Jew haters to turn this statement into a watered-down condemnation of Islamophobia. Pretty cool, huh? The person who slings the hate speech gets to twist the words so her very cause is the one now being celebrated. She's the victim. Muslims are the victim of a Muslim attacking Jews. Never forget, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez defended Omar, eventually showing support by retweeting a supporter of Islamic terrorism. Never forget, the Congressional Black Caucus members formed a protective circle around Omar so she wouldn't have to answer questions from the media. Never forget, Omar takes substantial lobbyist money from CARE, named by the U.S. government as an unindicted co-conspirator to Islamic terrorism. What a surprise. Never forget, Omar's biggest supporter is KKK leader David Duke, who celebrates her hate speech and calls her the most important member of Congress. Where do Democrats stand on this? Why isn't the media asking? Never forget, Democrat Congressman James Clyburn's unimaginable statement that Omar's experience is more personal than Jews whose parents survived the Holocaust. Where do Democrats stand on this? Why isn't the media asking? Are you awake, my fellow American Jews? This is today's Democratic Party. It's time for a JEXIT away from the Democratic Party that coddles and embraces Jew hatred. It's time to escape to the promised land of the GOP, where Jews are welcomed and appreciated, where capitalism is embraced, where extreme vetting is in place to keep bad people out who would do harm to Jews, where Israel is America's best friend in the world. Draw a line in the sand. The time for JEXIT is here and now. JEXIT, the Jewish exit or exodus from the Democratic Party. I'm Wayne Allen Root for RootForAmerica.com. Thanks for watching. God bless America.